GG's, Dundadas, Hyenas, Ow. I said GG's. Scuba Dogs who learn from Scuba Steve, Dundadas, Hyenas, Ow. 1090 Jake, Dundada. You know 1090 Jake? I feel like 1099 Jake is a cool individual, Dundada. I feel like he's a cool individual, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now that he's in a whole different ball lead and shit like that, that he presses agenda, you know what I'm saying? That he takes statements back, you know what I'm saying? Like the finesse 2 times shit, like he was like he said what he said, then he wants it to, then he was taking it back, like he wasn't sure, and he makes sure that before he makes sure that he goes online and then recants what he says, and then you know what I'm saying, and then fucking what he, and then he wants to fucking like, cause he's nervous. He's a little nervous. He don't know what they're gonna do, and that's really showing your hand, done data that you type nervous and shit like that, and what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not really, you're pressing agenda. You know what I'm saying? It really don't concern you, which nothing really concerns you. You know what I'm saying? So then you're not really gonna go all the way out and through it, but like, and then he was talking like he's from fucking, like his accent, nigga. That shit's fake as fuck, man. He gotta stop that Boston accent, man. He gotta go and fucking go to, like, that nigga gotta go back to like Florida. That nigga gotta go back to Florida, bro, or not go back to Florida. Like, just go back to talking like he's from Florida, cause it gave him a whole authentic look or authentic thing. Now that he's talking like he's from Boston, like, nigga, you just moved to Boston. Now you talking like you a fucking, like you made Boston, man, nigga. You been hanging with them. And Boston niggas, they are cool as fuck. There is mad Boston man, niggas cool as fuck. But for him to be coming from Florida and go to Boston, act like he's a whole Boston nigga and have a crazy ass accent like that, nigga, that's just different. Then he did the BG situation, and the BG situation was straight or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The BG situation was good as whatever the case may be. But then he recanted on his situation right there. He said he had a fall guy, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like more or less like, do we don't know, like when you say shit and then you take it down, or you take away from what you were saying, more or less niggas feel like, yo, niggas is on his heels, you know what I'm saying? So he's not really gonna talk the way he talks. He's just gonna be like, the way he talks, he's gonna more or less like have favoritism or be a little bit nervous to talk the real shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, like in Boston, it's a lot of, like in Boston, it's not like vice versa. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking people is fucking racist everywhere and shit like that. But Boston, you see a lot of white people hanging with black people, hanging with rice colors. Like Boston is a mixed virtue. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of Irish people and shit like that. You see a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Different type of people. So it's crazy that he just talks like he's a whole boss. He got a whole boss accent and makes him like, yo, don't doubt it. Like, what you doing, nigga? You consuming your personality? Like, you're not supposed to be consuming your personality. You supposed to just stay firm in what you do, nigga. Like, you're doing too much, nigga. The more shit that you like, you consume, and the more shit that you put out that is not you, nigga. Niggas gonna be thinking you fake. Just stay like how you was, Dandada. Like, you gotta stay right. You gotta stay righteous, bro. Like, you gotta take away. You got a whole. You was talking about jits, this, that. Like, you know everything about Florida, bro. Cause you talk. How the fuck your accent switch up so quick, bro? It's so deep. That shit different. Like, that shit hurts, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Keep talking like that. That shit hurts, nigga. For you to fake your accent for so long, nigga, that shit really fucking hurts, Dandada. That shit really, like, that's not persuasive. So, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to my cousin. My cousin was like, yo, like, nah, he's like, they saying that he's a culture vulture. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to take out the industry, the rap industry. He's trying to fucking mix it up. Like, he's just trying to take it all down, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? He's a, like, he was a blood and fucking and Florida and shit like that. But I guess there's bloods in Florida, but you know what I'm saying? But they said that they went to Mount Hoods, but they don't know where he's from and shit like that. So and that he gets all his information from the feds and shit like that. It's like he gets all his information, but I don't know. He's saying like he showed us how he gets his information, but that's what a lot of people in the urban communities are saying, and they're like, oh yeah. So I'm just listening, and they're like, oh yeah, nah, but he's just trying to like tear down the whole industry, the whole rap industry. He got his name, he got his business and people's business that ain't even supposed to be in business. Like he over here had an interview. He told Boston Richie to have an interview. Then Boston Richie boy, and then clarified the whole interview and shit like that. So it's just like dogs. And then the BG interview, he did the same thing. And then the Finesse Sultan video, he did the same thing. But I don't know. Them that are like a lot of videos is like he clear it up, or but it's like he gets his information from the feds that, you know what I'm saying, that he's not really who he says he's be, you know what I'm saying. And him having the Boston accent make it seem like, yo, this nigga probably is fake, bro. Look at, he's from Florida, he got a whole Boston accent, and he's not even from Boston, nigga. Like the niggas from Florida, and how does, and then people in Boston ain't even got an accent so deep like that, like every word, like nigga, you like, but that's just what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, 1090 Jake, man, like I guess he be talking about so many people that so many people's really on his heels, and I don't know, like if he's nervous that he be, you know what I'm saying, recanting his situations, or just going back if he's nervous. If he's not nervous, like he is nervous, but I guess he's moving how he's moving, so that's just him. We can't take someone's person. We can't take someone's character from them if they that's the character that they want to live in. But at the end of the day, he just gotta understand that the more shit that he happens to consume, the more shit that his personality consume, and he puts out there that we happen to see that's fake, that more or less people's gonna be thinking more his stories is fake and more his thing. He just should have been like how he was talking. You could tell his language changed. The way he talks changed from the first time he was on YouTube to now. He talks way different. Like who taught this dude how to talk like that? That's crazy. What's happening? I just joined. At the end of the day, Dundada, I don't know, like niggas, like a lot of people saying that 1090 Jake, you know what I'm saying, that he's choosing favoritism, you know what I'm saying, that he's not putting out the right stories, that he's nervous, that Gooms is on his head, that he be retracting his statements and doing like the shit that he puts on YouTube, because niggas more or less ain't feeling the way he's moving. So a lot of niggas be like, yo, this nigga's just trying to take out the whole industry. He just whole rap industry. At first, I was just like, man, this dude is just, he's a cool ass nigga. He was probably just found a way to just make stories and find views and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But when he put out stories, he be like, he puts out stories, then people get mad and they really be trying to get at him. So he gets nervous and he be switching up the story that he say about them, and then we don't know what to do with this dude. We don't know if he's saying the truth, if he's saying false information. His personality is changing, so we don't know if he's cool his personality, if some people's telling him to act different, as he's in Massachusetts somewhere. Like, we just don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, his whole personality is just changing, his whole persona, his whole mannerism. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what to believe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We know where he had it out for the dude that drove to Boston that was gonna fight him, that was in Florida, that drove all the way to Boston and shit like that. And when he got locked off, he's the one that, and he was sued that he got locked off and shit like that. Like, there's so many stories. Some stories you just gotta be like, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done crashed out with some shit. So it's like he presses a little bit of agenda, Dundada. He presses a little agenda on people. So for him to be over there sounding like, yo, I'm a whole Boston dude, but you're really a fucking Florida nigga. You use Florida terms, and you know what, and you know what everything that Kodak says, and you know what's going on. For you to change your whole persona, nigga, I feel like he feels like he's a mobster or some shit. He's in a mob now, cause in Boston, that's how they move. In Boston, they different. You know what I'm saying? So he probably got some people, individuals, I don't know, probably backing him, but then they should have told him, like, you, who the fuck you admire in Boston, nigga? You over here talking mad iffy, nigga. Like, you stand out in Boston because you talk like you was from Florida. Now you just talking, trying to talk like you from Boston, Gigi. But I guess that's what it is. So I'm saying, nah, he just gotta choose. He gotta choose his shit right. He really gotta choose his shit right. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's fucked up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You just over there, you just did all that shit with BG. How about everybody else? Now you gotta go back to everybody else who was trying to prove a point, and you gotta let them prove their point. If you're gonna do that with BG, if you're gonna do that with Finesse, if you're gonna do that with these other people that you did it with, like you gonna have to sit there and fucking let everybody speak now because you just let it because you did it to some people. That's fucked up. That's you can't be doing shit like that. Now you gotta be firm. Before you put shit out, nigga, be 100% firm or don't put it out. Like you trying to take niggas' careers, you're trying to take niggas' fucking like character. You're trying to take niggas' things, but you taking all this shit, and then you just want to think like you got logic because of what you doing, but you don't. No doubt, but fuck it. If you want to bring all that shit across your path, nigga, that's on you. That's what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna do that, nigga, you might as well be firm before you do it. Cause why even put it out? You gonna put it all out and then change what you put out. Niggas didn't hear the story, the other story. You said that BG was fucking when BG was that BG had a fall guy and shit like that. Niggas heard BG say that. Niggas didn't hear you say that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas heard Boozy say that. Niggas didn't hear you say that. You know what I'm saying? We only heard the story from you when you said that BG was a snitch, and that's a story that's going around. And not a lot of people ain't fucking with BG now. Like, you think a lot of kids is fucking with BG, nigga? No, nigga. BG only fucks with older people. Older people's fucking with BG because older people knows what it is. But these, you fucked up. You changing his image. He was going to have a way bigger impact, but you put your shit out, and then that's what it is. You should have been a little bit more firm before you put it out. You should have been a little bit more firm than that. You know what I mean? Or then you gonna put it out, take it back. Well, you gonna have to take a lot of niggas back because a lot of niggas got teams behind them, so it's crazy. But you know, a lot of people probably don't give a fuck. It's gonna be someone who does though. That's why you gotta just, you know what I'm saying, relax. But that's you, Dundada. You do what you do, Dundada. I don't hate on nobody. Like I said, your personality as a person, you cool peoples. You know what I'm saying. You low key. I see you straight. You got good mannerism and shit like that. But we can see that you're leading into a fake. Like you're pushing it. You're pushing agenda now. Like you're pushing agenda. You're just pushing agenda. And it's different from you because you would have stood in Florida, niggas would have been on your heels like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But because you live in Mass now, and you know what I'm saying, Mass, you could find some white gangsters out there. If Tommy came from anywhere in the world, he came from Massachusetts. The dude Tommy from fucking Power, like that nigga was born in Boston, Massachusetts. Cause a lot of white people in Boston, Mass. I got cousins that got kids with a white dude, and they my white cousins too. You know what I'm saying? And they father's real. Their father's some real ass niggas. Like there's white people, a lot of white people is real in Boston. You know what I'm saying? So he went over there, and he's around probably feeling like he's all that in a bag of chips. But we know who you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know who you are, Dundada. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay level, bro. Sounding like you from Boston is crazy to me. Like that shit crazy to me, niggas. You change your whole persona, bro. I don't know how someone could change their whole persona. I mean, you could be in Georgia and then start talking like a Georgia person, like, yeah, you there for like 15 years, like, and then it slips up, but you still gonna be the person that comes from a different place, so you always gonna have, oh, that jit. I bet you don't say jit no more. You don't say none of that shit. It's whatever. We gonna let people keep pushing their agenda, keep trying to, you know what I'm saying, take the thing, like, is he talking about the lawsuit with Diddy? Like talk about the lawsuit with Diddy, talk about the lawsuit with Jay-Z, talk about them people. You're not trying to talk about them people. Them people scare you. Them people scare you, that up. Like that's different. You're trying to talk about everybody who just coming up or just coming up mainstream or just trying to think. That's fucked up, nigga. You just taking BG's whole career. A lot of my peoples they don't even think because of that shit. They don't like nah. They don't wanna, they don't know what's going on, so they just stay away from it. They just stay away from that shit. Like yo, I don't know what's going on with BG. I don't know. I don't got no comment on it, nigga. So I don't know, but I stay away. I'm staying away. You're not gonna go chill with BG? Hell nah, nigga. What the fuck? Why? Cause the 1090J shit, nigga. He put it like that nigga be putting out. He put out the paperwork. I'm like, oh shit. All right. Hey, I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. Dun, da, da. He retracted everything too, so that's what it is. Nigga, we thugging, nigga. We really thugging. We on a whole other one, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Hopefully 1090 Jakes, man, you just, you know what I'm saying? He gets his shit together, bro. He wakes up tomorrow, nigga, and he starts saying jit again. And he starts having his little Florida mannerism. He's a Florida boy. Hopefully he has Florida mannerism and shit like that. He comes up, bro. You heard GG's, Dandada, Scuba Divers, Hyenas, stay lit. You heard? Ah, ooh.